Hey everybody, it's Spad here with your weekly coaching prompt, and we've got a great episode on the power of your thoughts and managing them well, specifically drawing upon a man named Dr. Lee Warren and his concept of self-brain surgery. And Dr. Lee Warren, he's a neurosurgeon, and he's also an expert theologian. And he has come across some fantastic ideas around how to be transformed by renewing your mind. So I really encourage you to look him up, listen to his podcasts. Just Google him, Dr. Lee Warren. And as you know from last week, we talked about the model of discipleship that the Way uses, which we believe is actually a process that increases the odds for true life transformation, increases the odds that you really can step into life and life to the full. And that model is based on a combination of theology, spirituality, psychology, communal attributes like a small cohort, a large cohort, and a coach. And then lastly, just practical steps to move forward in your life to make adjustments that will increase the odds that you can experience greater freedom, purpose, and joy, regardless of your circumstances. That said, I think that process can also increase your circumstances in a more beneficial way. And so today, this is obviously self-brain surgery. It's obviously in the psychology category. And so I want to share what Dr. Lee Warren says is the 10 commandments of self-brain surgery. And the first one is choose life and refuse self-defeating thought patterns. Man, the more I talk to the men in the Way, the more I realize that a lot of the root of their issues really doesn't have that much to do with their circumstances, but with the way they are interpreting their circumstances. And step number one is just choose life. Refuse to contribute to your demise is one of the things that Dr. Lee Warren says. So refuse to contribute to the demise by working on your brain and the way you think. And not just your thinking, but the physiology part of your brain, which we'll talk about in a bit. Number 2 of the 10 commandments, recognize that emotions arise from the brain in neurochemistry rather than always from actual truth. A lot of what's going on with our emotions are the ways, again, that we're interpreting the truth. You've heard me use this analogy before, but you're walking down the trail, you see a stick, but you think it's a snake. Man, you will go into fight, flight, freeze, or fight, fight, or freeze. And the fact is, it was a lie. It wasn't a snake. But you got to recognize that a lot of these emotions are not rooted in actual truth. Number 3, become aware of your autopilot thoughts and challenge them. So to just know that we have knee-jerk judgments that we make, and they're not always right. And so to take those thoughts captive, and with a calm mind and the mind of Christ, to challenge them to say, is this really what's happening? Number 4, embrace neuroplasticity in your capacity for change. Embrace the science that all humans have the potential for neuroplasticity, which will change your ability to enjoy life and perceive it rightly. So just understand that truth. I encourage you to just study neuroplasticity and how it works. And this 5th one here is prioritize your future hope over your present discomfort. This is really about saying, I am going to focus on a better life. It's better for me. It's better for others. It's more glorifying to God. I am going to focus on that more than I'm going to wallow in my current difficulties. Number 6, don't overanalyze everything. Don't try to overfix. And don't stay stuck in multiple day upon day rumination of negative things. Just don't overanalyze. Move on. Number 7, break harmful inherited patterns of thinking or doing. Think about the stuff that your mom and dad sort of did and trained you unwittingly to do. Break the patterns that you learned from them that aren't helpful, and grab onto the patterns that you learned from them that are helpful. Number 8, care for your brain and commit to its improvement. Man, there's things you can do around what you eat, what you drink, and how you sleep and how you rest that is actually healthy for your brain. Just like there are things you can do that are healthy for your skin, that are healthy for other organs, your brain is something you can care for. So learn about that. Number 9, adopt a growth mindset. Always be moving forward. Here's the key: progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. Keep working towards your own personal growth. The last one, recognize the creative power that your thinking will shape your future. This is true. As a man thinketh, so he or she is. So your thinking will shape the way you're living later on. So those are the top 10 commandments for self-brain surgery from Dr. Lee Warren. That's it for now. Be loved. Go love.